What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. It's Thursday. That means time for my opening this week segment where I talk about the new films opening this week. Alright. Now, they're all mainly two wide release films, and there are a couple of like smaller releases, and there's only like one major Netflix release. So, anyway, the first film we got is Pixar's new film, Onward, which, please believe that, it's actually Pixar's first first film of the of the new decade. So, that's pretty interesting. I mean, I'm trying to remember. Trying to remember what was Pixar's first movie feature. I think it was probably Toy Story 3. That was the first feature of the 2010s. But man, Onward looks awesome. You know, it looks really cute, looks fun, entertaining. I like the voice talents of Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. I think this movie is going to be great and cannot wait to check it out. All right. Also, out this week, we got The Way Back. Now, here's what The Way Back is about. It's about a widowed former basketball all-star who have lost family foundation in a struggle with addiction and attempts to come back by becoming the coach of a disparate and that's a mixed high school basketball team at his alma mater. Now, this is actually a very interesting role for Ben Affleck because you guys know he has also been struggling with alcohol, and The Way Back looks terrific. I mean, it's a really cool Ben Affleck role. I mean, I'm a big Ben Affleck fan. I even like him as Batman. I don't care what anyone says. And this looks like really great a redemption story. Hopefully, it's pretty good because I've really been liking these trailers. Alright, also out this week, there's a film called First Cow, which is based on the book and it's directed by Kelly Reinhardt. And here's what it's about. Two travelers on the run from a band of vengeful hunters in the 1820s Northwest dream of striking it rich, but their tenuous plan to make their fortune of the frontier comes to rely on the secret use of landowners' prize dairy cow. Now, this stars John Magaro from Umbrella Academy fame. This looks amazing. I mean, it is actually A24's first feature of the year, so that's pretty cool. Looks really inspirational. Looks really intriguing. I really like Kelly Reinhardt as a director, so hopefully this will be pretty decent. Alright. Also out this week, we got The Burnt Orange Heresy, which is based on a book. And here's what this film's about. Charismatic art critic James Figueroa and his American lover travel to lavish Lake Como estate of a powerful art collector, Joseph Cassidy. Their host reveals he is the patron of a Jerome Dabney, a resolutive J.D. Salinger of the art world, and he has a simple request for James to steal a Dabney masterpiece from the artist's studio, whatever the cost. Now, this actually stars the likes of Cleese Bang, who was just seen as Dracula on that Netflix's Dracula series. It also stars Elizabeth Debicki's in this. You even got Donald Sutherland's in this film, and even Mick Jagger's in this. So, pretty cool seeing Mick Jagger in anything. Anyway, this looks like it's going to be pretty intriguing, so hopefully it's pretty decent. Alright. Also out this week, there's a film called Extraordinary. Now here's what this is about. A woman who has supernatural abilities must save a possessed girl. Though driving instructor Rose has a love-hate relationship with her abilities, she decides to help Martin and his daughter Sarah. Now this stars Will Forte, and this looks really intriguing. I mean, it looks like a nice horror comedy. I like Will Forte, so I'll give that one a shot.
Definitely not whitewashed.
No.
Right. Also out this week, there's a film called Sorry We Miss You. Now this film is directed by famed British director Ken Loach, and here's what it's about. Ricky and his family have been fighting an uphill struggle against debt. It's the 2008 financial crash. An opportunity to wrestle back some independence appears appears with a shady new van and the chance to run a franchise as a self-employed delivery driver. It's hard work, and his wife's job as a career is no easier. The family unit is strong, but when both are pulled in different directions, everything comes to a breaking point. Ken Loach is a pretty decent director, so I'll probably get this one to watch. There's a film called Run This Town, which is the scandal about late Toronto Mayor Rob Ford, which stars. And this actually stars Bill and Stu, Damian Lewis as Rob Ford. You also got the likes of Ben Platt, Nina Dobrev, Scott Speedman, Aladdin himself, Mina Masad. This looks pretty intriguing. I mean, I do love me a good true story scandal-based movie, and this looks like it could be up my alley. So I'll check this one out. Alright, also out this week, there's a film called Escape from Pretoria. Now, it's about two white South Africans imprisoned for working on behalf of the African National Congress, determined to escape from the notorious white man's Robben Island, Pretoria prison. Now, this actually stars Daniel Radcliffe, who pretty funny because I just saw a Daniel Radcliffe movie on Tuesday, which was that Guns Akimbo, which that movie was awesome. I mean, once again, Dan Radcliffe is showing that he's not just Harry Potter anymore, and this actually looks really interesting, so I'll give it a watch. Alright. Also out this week, we got a film called Swallow. Now, here's what it's about. Hunter, a newly pregnant housewife, finds herself increasingly compelled to consume dangerous objects as her husband and his family tightens their control over her life. She must confront the dark secrets behind her new obsession. So she pretty much swallows everything in sight, I guess. That's kind of a weird premise for a movie. But it stars Haley Bennett, Austin Stowell. So I don't know. Sounds weird, but I like weird, so maybe I'll check that one out. There's a film called Only, which is a sci-fi film about like a mysterious virus that begins to kill all women in the world. It stars Freddie Pinto, Leslie Odom Jr., and Chandler Riggs. That's a weird movie. It should have released around Women's History Month. But anyway, there's a film called Final Kill, which is a action film that stars Danny Trejo, Billy Zane, Randy Couture. I mean, this is about where, hired to protect a couple in Costa Rica, a mercenary must get them out alive when ruthless gangsters descend upon their tranquil village. Hey, that could be pretty interesting. There's a film called there's literally a film coming out this week called Go Back to China, which is about a spoiled rich girl who is sent to work for her family's toy business in China after she is cut off by her father for blowing through most of her trust funds. I mean, this could be pretty interesting. I mean, I do like me a good Asian American film. Of course, Crazy Rich Asians was a hit, so hopefully this could be pretty decent. There's a film called Hope Gap, which stars Bill Nye and Annette Bening, and it's about a couple who visit with their son. Takes a dramatic turn when the father tells him that he plans on leaving his mother after 30 years of marriage. So interesting there. I quite like Annette Bening and Bill Nye, so I'll probably check this out because they're in it. Anyway.
I don't want you to go to any trouble.
Also, there's a horror film called Beneath Us, which this is a really messed up sounding horror film. And I try not to get political in none of my videos, but this is a weird film for the Trump era. I mean, here's what the film is about. In Beneath Us, the American dream becomes a nightmare for a group of undocumented day laborers hired by a wealthy couple played by Lynn Collins and James Supper. What they hope to be their biggest payday turns into a terrifying fight for survival as the couple's secluded mansion, and those thought should be helpless must prove they can't be discarded so easily. So it's where these couples are trying to literally, kill their, some of their workers, and so the workers are trying to fight for their lives and all that. I mean, this is a bit of a weird movie for the Trump era, but man, this actually looks messed up. I think it looks really creepy, looks terrifying. Sign me up. I mean, it could easily be terrible, but hey, I'll definitely give that a watch. Alright, also coming to Apple Plus and theaters, we got a film called The Banker, which is actually based on a true story about two African American interpreters in the 1950s who hired a white man to pose as the head of their company while they posed as a janitor and chauffeur and ran the business. And it stars the likes of Samuel Jackson, Anthony Mackie, Nicholas Hoult. Now, this movie was supposed to come out in December, but, it got a little controversy, and so can't remember the full-on controversy. I think because one of the sons of the person this movie is based on, got accused of, a sexual harassment or something like that. So, yeah, this should be an interesting film, though. I mean, Sam Jackson and Anthony Mackie together could be pretty cool to watch. Anyway, last but not least, coming to Netflix this week, we got Spencer Confidential, which is a action comedy that is directed by Peter Berg, and here's what it's about. To unravel a twist-smart conspiracy, a former detective returns to Boston's criminal underworld. And it stars Mark Wahlberg, Winston Duke, Alan Arkin. This actually looks really fun. Hopefully it's better than Peter Berg's last movie, Mod 22, with Mark Wahlberg, because God, that movie sucks so badly. But this could be pretty intriguing. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's pretty decent. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me, leave to you guys. Which of these are you interested in watching? Are you interested in either Onward, The Way Back, Spencer Confidential? Do you think Beneath Us sounds pretty interesting? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is C-Movie signing off.